classes and wisdom, plus the tools to support you in our retail space.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newnan. Same great taste, the best chicken around, fish dinners. Open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken, right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in Newnan.
Good morning. Welcome to WQEE 99.1. I'm Donna.
And I am Bruce.
And this is Lyrical Wisdom.
Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Donna. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing beautiful.
I can't stop giggling because we were just talking, and then suddenly it's time. It's like time is passing faster than you could possibly even think.
Isn't that crazy?
It's amazing.
Crazy cool.
It is crazy cool.
I'm so happy to be here, and it's such a beautiful day, and we're going to have fun today.
We are definitely. We are. And I wanted to tell you that your story from the show right before this, that was beautiful, and it just reminded me that one of the things that you said was, from our perspective at our house, my wife and I got to see the solar eclipse as becoming a giant smile in the sky. And that is the one thing that I could not help but take away from it. And I keep asking people that I've seen this week, did you see the giant smile in the sky? And they're like, what are you talking about? And what Ryan was saying in the last show even was coming back to, to mind. And that's what I loved about your story. It's so beautiful and positive, because that's what the solar eclipse experience was for me.
Yes.
So thank you so much for sharing that.
And just a little reminder for all of you out there, we create our own reality. So,
beautiful.
Yeah. It was a beautiful experience, and it can be whatever you create it to be.
Yes.
It really, truly was.
Yes.
Yes. So, and the song, thank you, Bruce, for this request. And
thank you.
I just wanted to thank all of you also for sending in requests. I believe Ryan let us know that there have been some requests sent in here to the radio show, and he will be getting us those requests.
Yes, he will. And please listen for those requests coming up soon to a radio station right here, which I'm going to say near you. A radio station near you. And that's going to be us. So don't worry, we're going to get to them. So please listen in for them.
Yes, we'll be doing your requests very soon.
Very soon.
Today is a very appropriate song titled Budding Trees, because they're all around us now.
Oh my goodness. And budding. They are going beautifully crazy with those beautiful leaves and flowers.
Trees.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And of course, this is, we have done this artist before. He's one of my favorite artists.
He's amazing. We love him.
Nako Bear and Medicine for the People. Okay, so I kind of want to tell you a story of this song. It started off as a dream or a walk in the woods. In the moon of the budding trees, I was gifted new eyes to see all of the shifting shape and ways you can be. Wake the dreams into realities. Sunset diamonds trickle down our cheeks. The language of no words is how we speak. Pachamama spinning firelight, and little bear singing by the fireside. Out of this city with the wind on our neck, that's us whistling upon your neck. Moonlit diamonds sparkle in my mouth. Feels like hunger, and it tastes like salt. So, tap me out and tap me into you. Heal my brain and my body too. Balance my chemistry. Hydrate the cells, because the body talks and meditation helps. The body talks and meditation helps. A little bit of cinnamon pours as we snoot, all up on my caca in the morning commute. Coastal quiver on a quest through the dunes, sandy toes and bottomless curves of the moon. Heavy lifting for Pele's children. Hand of the goddess, soaking cliffs keep building. Plate is full, but appetite has dwindled. I feel a little sick, so I keep the fire kindled. You, the pillar, steadfast light of bravery, and I, the dimly burning candle still shaking. Riddled fear quiver my bones so easy. Well, you're the guru now, so visualize healing. Yeah, you're the guru now, so visualize leaving. Let her go, for she can no longer feed you, and many children need that mama creature. Just barely missed you, I was finally ready, but you are long gone. Too much heavy history. Let go of blame. That will never serve me. Bless other men, investigate your mystery. And then the chorus is repeated. A little spider weaves a wispy web. Stumbling through the woods, it catches to my head. She crawls behind my ear and whispers secrets. Dragonfly whiz by and sings, now teach it. Yeah, dragonfly whiz by and sings, now teach it. Form on the trail, I watch you head up Malka. I turn Makai and whisper, thank you, sister. Edge of the west, where water touches land, you are the east with folded maps in hand. Time to increase my frequency. Hands of light and bodies talking. Give me some of that wild fox medicine, but keep me here in this wild present tense, fully supported on new lover's chest. Dawning adventures sparkle, get some rest. And the chorus once again is repeated. I'll repeat it. So tap me out and tap me into you. Heal my brain and my body too. Balance my chemistry. Hydrate these cells, 'cause the body talks and meditation helps. The body talks and meditation helps. And then I made this song about it. So it was like it went from dream world to drawing to writing to life to music. Ta-da!
I love the ending. Ta-da-da!
Ta-da!
Yeah, it's so beautiful, and that's the way the song comes to be in this existence. I would say is that when I have, as I've been listening to it, I've been watching it as a video, and I found it on YouTube, and the YouTube song has so many different people singing and speaking and being a part of this song. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's amazing. It's so beautiful. And that was one of the parts that just really spoke to me, because even though you hear the lead singer, of course, Nako Bear, singing the song, and then you hear other people speaking, it's so hard to tell which part of his group. I believe they give it credit for the Medicine Tribe.
Yes.
They say this is the Medicine Tribe. And so it's really beautiful. They all come together as a community and just and speak.
Yeah.
But it's I just love that about it.
Right. And here we are. We are in the moon of the budding trees. And this line is Nako's line, because I don't know if you know this, but Nako was actually legally blind.
Oh, I did not know that.
And he had surgery, and so he's able to see now.
Wow.
You know how some people can only see like certain dots in front of them or space in front of them?
Yeah.
And I believe he was able to see. But I love this in that when you can walk in the woods amongst the trees, you do see.
Yes, you do.
To me, that line is, I now see.
Yeah.
with my heart.
With the inner parts of us.
Right.
And
I'm not just looking at the trees.
No, yeah, it's there's more to it, because if you were to research this in science, you would find out that we really only see about 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum. Thank you, Mr. Delivery Truck. There's yes, it is. So we see so little of what is actually in the space in front of us.
Right.
And so if we give ourselves the chance to, just like you said in the last show of the Wisdom Cafe, going inside and then also being inside and being present in the trees.
Yes.
I believe the tree's spirit and the spirit of nature is going to join with you and help you see these things, because that's when we can then journey into our heart and tap into these other frequencies.
Right. And that's when you begin to see all the shifting shapes and ways you can be.
Waking the dreams into reality.
Right.
And it's such a beautiful song, because in a way the next line, like it makes me think of tears, but that's because of the fact that I was just thinking about really your response to the solar eclipse, Donna,
yes.
and the fact that moment of wake the dreams
gosh.
into reality. Yeah, sunset diamonds trickle down our cheeks. I couldn't think of what that else could be except for tears of joy.
Yes, exactly. A sunset, most people label that as beauty.
Yes.
And when you truly see beauty, it can erupt an emotion from within.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So yeah, I have trickled tears many times
Yes.
watching the sunset.
And that is
Yes.
a beautiful thing, because then the language of no words is how we speak, and that is, again, I think a nod or a reference to I was gifted new eyes to see all of the shifting shape and ways you can be. Wake the dreams into reality. The language of no words is how we speak. Are those dreams being awakened into reality? I feel like,
Yes.
and I love that. Now.
Which, once again, is saying we create our reality.
Yes, we create it every single second, every breath. And Pachamama, spinning firelight, that's just one of the things that, when I listened to the song, I didn't really know what they were saying right there. Mm-hmm. So I got to ask you, what does Pachamama mean?
Pachamama,
thank you.
It's the passion, the fire of Earth.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
It's her, it's
Yay.
Earth.
Okay.
She is spinning firelight.
Yes.
Yes, and that's one thing I forgot about, the beauty of where I was at for the eclipse in Arkansas. The hippie house was really cool. My bed was like up on stilts right at the windows, and I just laid there with my eyes open looking at all the stars in the sky and the fireflies. Oh my gosh. And there was just twinkling everywhere. So yeah, Pachamama spinning firelight. I thought of those fireflies and how, little bears singing by the fireside.
It sounds like your experience.
That's bringing family back. When you take time to just sit in nature and be, you can really begin to, start creating your reality from a more beautiful, enlightened space.
At the hippie house.
Well, that's what he says. Out of the city, with the wind on our neck. That's us whistling upon your neck.
Yes. The wind is just all of us together.
Yes. And it's Pachamama.
And
it's Pachamama. She, it's the wind, it's the fire, it's the water, it's
the all.
Yes, it is the all. Moonlit diamonds sparkle in my mouth. Feels like hunger, and it tastes like salt.
And I feel like that's those sunset diamonds trickling down their cheeks, the tears of joy. Yeah. Because I do remember times when I've tasted my own tears, and they did taste a little salty.
Yes, they do.
And so I feel like, and feels like hunger, and it tastes like salt. I do like that idea of feels like hunger, because I think that's like an urge for more.
Yes, and it tastes like salt. I go back to some roots of my childhood and all, those church days, the salt of the earth.
Yes, I was just thinking that. That's, you read my mind.
Yeah, the salt of the earth. It is what, it's, for me, it's wisdom. It's knowledge. It's that, our bodies need it.
They do.
We need salt. Everyone needs salt. I used to own a horse, and I would put salt blocks.
Of course,
out
yes.
For them,
Yeah.
We need that salt.
I think people don't realize that that's also kind of sodium is an ingredient in things that are supposed to rehydrate us.
Wow.
Because putting sodium in the drink that we're drinking to rehydrate us makes us drink more water.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's a recycling almost, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
And with that recycling, what do?
Tap me out. Yeah.
That's what happened at the eclipse. It's
yes.
like, let go of the old me. Tap me out.
Yeah. You can take somebody,
Tap me into you.
Get me into frequency and in harmony and into the vibration of
Earth.
Yes.
Of that
Yes.
mother, loving energy.
Oh, goodness,
that
yes.
is supported by Father, Son.
Yes.
Heal my brain and my body too.
Balance
Earth has so many healing qualities.
Oh my goodness,
all
yes.
All the herbs, all the, everything she gives us.
Yes.
With healing.
Yes.
And we too have that gift within us because we are Earth.
We are Earth.
Yeah.
And I almost went into this next line. Balance my chemistry, hydrate these cells, just like what we were talking about with the salt of the earth.
Yeah.
And I am just blown away when I heard this very first line, the very first time I heard the song, because the body talks and meditation helps. The body talks and meditation helps. And it's just like what you were saying. And Donna and I can say this with true knowing that we both feel the same, that meditation going within is so healing.
Oh, yeah.
And that's part of what I feel like this is saying. That's one of the reasons why I think this resonates with both of us, is that the body will speak to us. And sometimes we have a hard time listening.
Yes.
And so here is just a little helper. It's just a little tidbit of wisdom or knowledge or whatever you want to take it for, that your body is speaking to you. Meditation can help.
Right.
If you want to speak to it and hear what it's saying to you, this is and it's just kind of also a part of them telling their story too.
Yes.
Just saying, yes, our body's talking and we're listening,
a lot of people, I do hear a lot of people mention, I don't know how to meditate, I can't meditate, things like that.
Yes.
And I just wanted to put it out there that the word meditation actually means know thyself.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that, you have to sit there in a lotus or legs crossed,
No.
middle finger, touching the thumb,
Oh, yes. Yeah,
making the little circle that you see, people have pictures of meditation.
They do.
And meditation can simply be driving your car.
Yes.
Washing the dishes.
Yes.
Taking a walk in the woods.
Yes.
Yes.
And or sitting and burning some incense and a candle and getting some music and maybe listening to somebody speak to you and guide you through meditation. It can be so many different things. It doesn't have to be a construct.
It's know thyself.
Yes.
And when you do begin to listen to inside yourself,
yes,
you can hear your body talk.
Yes, you can. Yes.
A little bit of cinnamon pours as we snoop all up in that morning commute. So he's like clogged up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like as we snoot, as we kind of have to get it out of our nostrils, that kind of like feeling of blowing your nose, I would almost assume. Yeah, getting clogged up in the morning commute. And coastal quiver on a quest through the dunes, sandy toes and bottomless curves of the moon. That is incredibly beautiful. The coastal quiver on a quest through the dunes, like the sand that's near the coast by the ocean. And in some places, that's not very common, because most places don't necessarily have sand dunes right next to the ocean.
That's true. And I think what also that could be, we've spoken about this before, just little hills.
Yes.
in our path and in our that we've encountered on our journey.
Absolutely.
And the coastal quiver to me is that beautiful roaring of the ocean when it hits the coast.
Because all of these things are beautiful references to what he says. It started off as a dream or a document in the woods at the very beginning of the song. And so the coastal quiver, quest through the dunes, sandy toes and bottomless curves of the moon, heavy lifting for Pele's children, hand of the goddess, soaking cliffs keep building. These things, some of them are, we could think of them as a little bit maybe esoteric, if you will, but at the same time, they can be a part of a beautiful dream that we're having. And so that's one of the ways that I see that. Now, heavy lifting for Pele's children. Once again, I don't think that everybody could possibly, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know if everybody knows that that's maybe not the world-famous soccer player we're talking about. So I just want to make sure that, we kind of make a reference to him.
He is a god of the volcano.
Oh, wow. Okay.
One of the, when you
Donna.
research it, an indigenous god, Pele.
Wow.
And everybody is God's children.
Yes.
And so this is referencing that it depends upon where you come from on this beautiful planet. You have a name for what we reference as God, whether it's Pele, Buddha, Krishna, there's so many different names that people, and it cannot be named.
Exactly.
It is just a beautiful, loving, creative energy that came from a union of masculine and feminine energy. Because it says, hand of the goddess, soaking cliffs keep building.
Yes.
The feminine, I am understanding now on my journey that the feminine aspect is creation.
Yes.
Keep building. It's that creative aspect of us that is ignited by the masculine.
Wow, yeah.
And so you really need both in order to create with what we call God.
Wow.
To have that presence and truly be a co-creator on this universe.
That's beautiful. Plate is full, but appetite has dwindled. I feel a little sick, so I keep the fire kindled. That is one of the things about the hand of goddess soaking cliffs keep building. I want to go back actually to heavy lifting for Pele's children, because it says plate is full, but appetite has dwindled. I feel a little sick, so I keep the fire kindled. And I kind of look at that as like the fire that is also helping us kind of wash away or burn the things that we find that are not of service to us anymore. And kind of like what you were talking about before with the whole idea of the solar eclipse having some of the things at the beginning of it, and then we move into our rebirth into the next period of time.
Yeah, and I do see this little plate is full but appetite has dwindled is for me also that seeking, that hunger of, looking for, because we all come from that wound of separation of our Creator, and we spend our lives searching for God, searching for that spiritual,
asking those questions.
Yes,
and being curious about
and for me, that's what that is saying, is that I feel a little sick, but I'm keeping that fire going. I've been taking in so much.
Yes. The downloads keep coming, and the information is coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my plate's full. My appetite has dwindled because I'm starting to get it.
Yeah.
And then, when it's too much, but that fire, you keep it going.
Yeah, keep it kindled.
Right, because that's the spark of life, of creation.
Yes. You, the pillar, steadfast light of bravery, and I, the dimly burning candle, still shaking, riddled fear quiver my bones so easy. This is an interesting comment, because you, the pillar, steadfast light of bravery, Who do you think he's talking about here?
Well, I happen to know, I believe he's talking about his significant other. But I love it because you can see that as the feminine. You know, he, in his masculine body, is looking at this feminine, saying, you're standing there as a pillar, a steadfast light of bravery. And I am just a little candle quivering, trying to stay lit.
Yeah, riddled with fear, quiver my bones so easy.
Yes.
Well, you are the guru now, so visualize healing. And I feel like there, he kind of almost says it almost like he's saying it to himself.
He is. Yes.
So, and then,
yes.
Yeah, you're the guru now, so visualize leaving. And it seems a little interesting that he went from healing to leaving. That was one that I was also kind of confused by, but I also feel like there's a comment there about leaving the past, and not necessarily leaving anything in particular that we might be thinking of, but just leaving the kind of the past or the past present.
Right. And we can tie this into the eclipse because that's what this is saying. You, the pillar, steadfast light of bravery. You could have looked at that eclipse and saw that right there as, you know, that steadfast light of bravery, because no, the sun was still there. It was shining bright behind that moon. You know what I'm saying? It was so beautiful. And then the dimly, you know, the candle is still shaking. You know, you're that candle on earth going, wow.
Yeah.
You know, and then you realize, okay, so now I'm the guru. I've got to visualize healing this body, healing this self. Leaving to me is leaving, like you said, the past behind. Leaving all that darkness, leaving whatever it is that's making you feel sick, that's, you know, disrupting your life. Let it go.
Giving us dis-ease. Yes. And then it says in the next line, let her go, for she can no longer feed you. How appropriate, how ironic. And many children need that mama creature. Which, yes, they do. Holy cow.
Yes.
Just barely missed you. I was finally ready. But you are long gone. Too much heavy history. Let go of blame that will never serve me. Bless other men. Investigate your mystery. That's incredible.
Yeah. So that's letting go of that aspect of everything that
it's like
it is a relationship.
And
he's realizing that, you know, I've gleaned everything I can from this relationship, just as you can glean everything from yourself and your past that you've come to this point in.
Wow.
So let it go and allow, you know, we didn't get to the spider. I love that because Mama Spider's part of this earth, you know, the web of connectedness and everything. But
and the web in the cosmos.
It is time to go, Bruce. The bells are dinging. Thank you all so much for being here, joining us on Lyrical Wisdom.
Thank you, yes.
We will see you next week. Remember, if you have any requests, please send them in to
lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. That's lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. Or you can send them in to WQEE 99.1 FM at 99classicrock@gmail.com, 99classicrock@gmail.com. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you.